Let me now bring in Andrew Eborn, renowned international lawyer and broadcaster. Andrew, thank you for your time this morning. Yeah, there he is. Appreciate you popping on and breaking news. Just your real-time reaction to the fact that former Prince Andrew has now been arrested.
Well, it is unprecedented. And I think it's a really, really important point, which both our Prime Minister and also our King have made, is that nobody is above the law. But we have very strict reporting restrictions over here to avoid contempt of court and anything that might substantially prejudice a particular case. So it's important I can read out what the police statement said. As part of the investigation, we have today arrested a man in his 60s, and it's Prince Andrew, or former Prince Andrew's 66th birthday today, basically from Norfolk, on suspicion of misconduct in public office and are carrying out searches at addresses in Berkshire and Norfolk. The man remains in police custody at this time. We will not be naming the arrested man as per national guidance, although both the King and the Prime Minister have named him. Please also remember that the case is now active, so care should be taken with any publication to avoid being in contempt of court. And I think those are the sort of important points to make. The other thing in terms of precedents, we did have in 2002, Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, became the first senior royal in over 350 years to be convicted of a criminal offence. She pled guilty under the Dangerous Dogs Act after one of her bull terriers bit 2 children in Windsor Great Park, and she was fined £500. And going back further, the last senior royal arrest in British history was King Charles I in 1647 during the English Civil War, and he was later executed. I can tell you about the procedure of what sort of happens. That the arrest, you would have been taken to the prison. The allegations of sharing confidential official information are extremely serious. They carry a maximum penalty of life imprisonment. Wow. So the process needs to go through the serious allegation of abuse in a public office. And again, we have to be cautious. The evidence mustn't be prejudiced. They will need to look at that. There are defences, even if documents are shared, but we need to look at that sort of side. But it requires a high level of proof. Obviously, if there's a risk of life imprisonment, it's got to be a very high level of proof. And you need to require basically willful misconduct by a public officer abusing public trust.
And Andrew, let me ask you a question real quick. He's been arrested this morning. Is he already being interviewed under caution? Has that already happened at this point, you think?
What normally happens is the custody officer will authorize the detention. They will record details, DNA and also fingerprints would be taken. They would have their rights explained. Obviously, he's entitled to free legal advice. I'm sure he's probably got his own lawyers. The risk assessment, because there are cases, obviously, about that sort of side. But the detention clock is ticking. You have 24 hours initially. The superintendent can extend that to 36 hours. And then the maximum extension is 96 hours with magistrates before there either has to be a charge or a release. And they're going to be regular reviews. So he will be held in custody. This is what normally happens. You're going to be in a cell with very basic bed, toilet, food and medical care and access to lawyers at appropriate times.
One more question for you, Andrew, before I let you go. Because I read that statement, too, from the police saying we've arrested a man in his 60s. Of course, they didn't name him. What institutional protections do members of the royal family have or not have when they face legal investigations?
The short answer is then nobody's above the law, and the King himself has wisely made that point. I always say that trust comes in on foot and leaves on horseback, and trust in the media, trust in the police, trust in the royals themselves is probably at an all-time low as a result of what's been happening in the world today. So the King is basically restoring that trust. He said, look, nobody is above the law. The law must follow the appropriate process and take its course.
And given the new revelations from the Epstein files, we'll wait and see what kind of evidence police might use to support a prosecution on the horizon as well. Andrew Eborn, thank you so much for your time this morning during Breaking News. I greatly appreciate it, sir.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.